Alright, hello everyone, we're back again. Some more sunshine. I believe in the last part we did like the first, we got the first sunshine, and then we did the first mission of Bianco Hills, and now we're going to do another a few more missions of Bianco Hills. So let's go ahead and get that started. For the next one, we're going to be tackling It's down with PD Piranha. Now, I believe I mentioned this sort of in the last episode. As you can see up there, that thing is PD Piranha. You want to take PD Piranha down. So what you want to do is, in the last part, when we did that mission last, we cleared all that goop out of the way. We got rid of that giant goop monster thing, whatever it was, and when we did that, it raised up a hill. As you can see here, there's still a little bit of goop left. But it raised up a hill, as you can see, and now that that hill is raised, we can actually go ahead and use this, and don't want to slip in the goop. You don't want to slip in the goop because that just messes you up. So what you want to do is get your hover nozzle to get across here, and now you can go ahead and make your way up here. Now, as you can see, there are some brown balls flying across. You want to be very careful to avoid those, because if you do, they do hurt you, and they can pose a threat if you aren't paying attention. So always be on the lookout for those, as well as the goop here. The goop, if you get too much of it on you, it will actually start draining away from your health, and you know, when you're walking around in it, it's very slippery. Oh yeah, these things right here, these will not only wash the goop off of you, but they'll also fully refill flood. So, yeah, you want to make use of those, take advantage of those whenever you get the chance. Now, to get across these places with the big throbbing roots, I think those are roots. The big throbbing roots, just use your hover nozzle, and you should be able to get across them no problem. Now, as you can see up here, we're actually going to go up the windmill. Just give it a couple seconds. Take a couple seconds, and eventually, see, we're almost at the top to where PD Piranha is. Just go right across here. The fight's about to begin. Now, I remember when I was a little kid, that scream actually gave me a bit of a fright. I was kind of an easy to scare kid, though. I just got a little that look of oh crap on both their faces, though. I always thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, we now begin the fight of PD Piranha. PD Piranha is not too hard if you know what to do. First and foremost, you want to spray away this. Oh, and you want to make sure he doesn't spray more goop. Just get rid of the goop that you can, because these things will appear, and I seem to be doing a pretty crappy job of this. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played this in a while, but try to now that you've got your chance. Yeah, once he does that, once his belly button starts sticking out, what you want to do is jump on top of him and give him a good ground pound. That's one hit. Now all you have to do is repeat this 3 times, and it should be over. And remember, get rid of all the goop that you can, because those little things that stomp on you, those are pretty damn annoying, and they can actually stop you from spraying water while he's in the middle of that, and that can mean that he might either spray out more, puke out more goop or whatever, or that might mean, you know, he'll be halfway through, but his belly button won't be completely out yet. So just wait a couple seconds. One more should do it. I think this is our third one, right? So, yep, not a very hard boss, not at all. These things will also still hurt you even after you defeat the boss, so be careful to get rid of them, and a shine sprite appears. So, yeah, go ahead and grab this. See, that wasn't so hard. P. Piranha, for the first actual boss of this game, he's not very hard. As long as you know what you're doing, and you're okay with aiming the flood, then you should be okay with that. As you can see, Rico Harbor has opened up. We're actually not going to worry about that right now. What I want to do is I just want to take care of every single world, then go to the next and the next and the next. So I want to go ahead and make sure Bianco Hills is taken care of before I move on to do any other worlds such as Rico Harbor. So now we have the Hillside Cave secret. And this is going to introduce something that we will be seeing pretty frequently throughout the course of this game. Hillside Cave secret. As you can see there's a cave there. And we gotta go over there. Because that is where the shine is, obviously. I mean, you wouldn't show that in the introduction if you weren't there. But, yeah, what you want to do is just the same as you always do, cross over this gate. Once you make it across, I'm actually going to take a different course. Instead of going up the hill, which you don't really need to do, what we're going to do instead is over here. There's a tightrope. Go ahead and jump up on that tightrope and can get across through this area. And there's going to be basically just a series of platforms throughout. They go across the water. So you want to make it across these platforms, and eventually you will arrive at the cave. See, we're already pretty close. Oh yeah, watch out for those things on the tie ropes, those red things. Those take away health, and in certain situations, they might even take away your health. I mean, they might even knock you off the tightrope as well. So always watch out for those. Be on the lookout. And that jump over there, for some reason, I always seem to suck on that. I either undershoot it because I'm afraid of overshooting it, or I overshoot it because I'm afraid of undershooting it. So you really kind of have to fine-tune that jump. I recommend the hover nozzle a lot, because that's kind of the only way you can get across there. But what you want to do here is there's another tightrope, and this will help you make it up there. So we're going to be employing a technique that we haven't really used so far. Face with your back to that tightrope, and do that. You want to quickly change direction, and as you're changing direction, you want to jump, and that does this. So you quickly change direction and jump like that. Does you a little flip jump. So go ahead and go into the Hillside Cave. As you can see here, Shadow Mario robs you of your flood. Now this can be a slight impediment. It shouldn't be too bad. This is only the first one of these that we're going to be seeing in the game, and it's not really that hard. But later on in the game, these can actually get pretty challenging. But yeah, these are basically what these secret missions do. They kind of take you to sort of a space-ish, limbo-ish area on which you are platforming across a bottomless pit. Also, I think one of these nails, what was it, this one? I think it was either this one or the next one that contains a 1-up. Yeah, there you go. If you pound that right nail right there, then you will get a 1-up. You know what these platforming sections remind me of is kind of Super Mario, kind of a Super Mario 64-esque style of gameplay. Specifically the Bowser levels. You know, I wasn't paying attention there. I was, you know, looking at the. That sucked. But luckily, you won't have to restart all the way from the beginning of Bianco Hills if you die. If you do die, as long as you don't get a game over, you will actually restart just to the beginning of these levels, which is very nice. So it would really suck if you had to go all the way back. But yeah, as I was saying, these platforming sections kind of remind me of Super Mario 64, specifically those Bowser levels, the levels in which, you know, you go and you fight Bowser, or you go right before you fight Bowser, because both of which are, it's kind of precise platforming over a bottomless pit. And you have to be really careful during both. Let's see. Can get this. Yeah, there you go. You gotta be careful because it's very easy to just fall off the edge of that. But yeah, this one wasn't too hard. But trust me, this is the first of many. These things will be like hell soon. Trust me, these things can really give you hell later in the game. But yeah. 4th Giant Sprite already. So anyway, now what we're going to do is the next mission of Bianco Hills. It's going to be also something different. Red coins. If you've played Super Mario 64, you're probably already familiar with these. Yeah, it's pretty basically what you do is you gotta collect 8 red coins. There are 8 of them throughout the level. You gotta find all of them. These are unfortunately not the most exciting missions in the game. You know, I mean, they're kind of boring. Really, all they are is just kind of a collectathon. But luckily, there are only 8 of them. Just 8. So that's our first one. First one is on top of this archway on the gate. So now let's go to the second one. The second one is on top of this short building that's kind of near the beginning. Third one is barely missed that. So let's. Oh yeah, but here's another one right above that tightrope there, in between those 2 tightropes. So yeah. Most of these are going to be on top of buildings and such, and I recommend Flood for getting these. And specifically Flood's hover nozzle, because it's useful for not only crossing pits but elevating yourself a little bit. As you can see. It helps you elevate just a little bit. It gets you a little bit of elevation that helps you get up here. To dodge those, by the way, just do what I did. Wait until right before they strike, then just jump. Now, let's see. I think we can go from here. Careful. Yeah, there we go. You want to be careful with that one. What you can do is you can actually spray the windmills, as I was about to do, and that will actually here, let me do this. That will have actually spun that platform right there out to where you could have just jumped to get the red coin, but you don't need to do that. All you need is the hover nozzle, which once again proves its usefulness. So up here, we're going to using something called the wall kick. Basically, you just jump up a wall, and as you can see, you're sliding down it when you're up against it. What you want to do is, as you're sliding down, jump, and you can use that sort of ninja-like to get up here and get the 7th red coin. Yeah, I think we're actually making some pretty good progress. This is certainly more luck than I usually have with this. The final one is right over there. You may be able to see it right there in that archway. What you want to do is, you want to do that side flip jump and then use your hover nozzle to get you that last bit of elevation to get you up to this platform. That's it. 8 red coins. So yeah, after you collect the 8 red coins, basically, Shine Sprite appears. Now, sometimes they hide the Shine Sprites in these really hard to get locations, but this one isn't too bad for the first red coin mission. What you have to do is go ahead and get on top of this again, once again employing the wall kicking technique, and get across this tightrope. Now be careful. If you let that red thing right there get to you, and you're not careful with it, it'll knock you right off this. So be very, very careful with this. And that's it. Shine Sprite number 5. 2 parts, 5 Shine Sprites. We're making some pretty good progress. Just save. Well, I think that'll certainly do it for a part. In the next part, we are going to be tackling the last few missions of Bianco Hills, or not, maybe not the last few, but actually, yeah, I think I might actually try to finish off Bianco Hills in the next parts. That way, maybe we might be able to get started on Rico Harbor. I will see you guys when that happens.